What's up? Welcome to Walking Bass Wednesday. You know what that means. I'm going to show you some walking bass patterns, so stick around.
Cause just as sure as the sun gives way to the moon, just as sure as the gray gives way to the blue, I'm gonna ride to the heavens child inside my groove.
Hey my friend, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, go on and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you know when I put out a video. I put out something every week, typically 3 times a week if time allows, but you know, I do what I can. Something out every single week. In this Walking Bass Wednesday series, I just try to give like real quick little patterns and stuff that you can add into your walking bass lines. We've been looking at a few standards this year. I think the first one we did was Take the A Train, I think. But anyway, today we're going to talk about the first 4 measures of Autumn Leaves. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm going to try to keep this short. So what we've got is a C minor 7 followed by F dominant 7 followed by a B flat major 7 followed by an E flat major 7. Now some of the stuff that I'm going to say in this video, I'm making the assumption that you can already play a little bit and that you understand these concepts just a little bit. So some of this stuff is not for like new people. I'm not a big jazz guy, so you know, but I run across jazz from time to time, a lot actually, but you know, I'm not like a jazz head. There's some cats that that's their bag. So, you know, this is in my bag. It's just not my bag. You know, it's not my whole bag. So anyway, having said all that, let's look at this. First things first, if you see a C, let's forget about the big letters for a second. Let's just talk about the things after the big letters. If you see a minor 7 chord followed by a dominant 7 chord, that's going to tell you that's a 2-5. The second chord of the major scale followed by the 5th chord of the major scale. 2-5. The 5 chord has a function. The 5 chord always wants to bring us back to what the parent key is. So, having said that, if my 2 is C minor 7 and my 5 is F dominant 7, well, I got to think, what is F7 the 5th of? It's the 5th of B flat. So, what is E flat in relation to B flat? We have a pattern that's a 2, 5, 1. Here's the pattern for the day. Excuse me, you hear that? So all I'm doing is I'm looping that first 4 bars. And I'm using a chromatic approach to get back to that C. So let's analyze it. If I have 1 measure of C minor 7, 4 beats in a measure, I've got 1, the root of C. Okay, that's what I mean right now when I'm talking about 1. 1, 2, 3, chromatic. So that's what I really want you to get, is that number, those numbers. 1, 2, 3, chromatic. You think about those numbers, you can plug those over into any chord type, right? Not any chord type. I don't want to speak in absolutes, but you can start plugging that into different chord types. So 1, 2, 3, chromatic. And then for the F7, I've got 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay? So that's 2. I'm having a hard time counting today. I've got 2 1 measure patterns that I've put together to make a 2 measure pattern. So 1, 2, 3, chromatic, 1, 2, 3, 5. That's now, because I'm looking at the C minor 7 and the F dominant 7, not as 2 separate chords. I'm looking at them as one thing, right? 2 things. So then I create a phrase. Okay? That's really the gist of this, right? So now on the B flat, there's my root of my B flat major 7. I'm going to walk down pretty much scale wise. 1, 7, 6, 5. 1, 7, 6, 5. That's the pattern that I'm using on the B flat chord. 1, 7, 6, 5. That leads me into the E7, 6 chromatic approach. And now I'm looping this, right? I'm looping this, so I'm going back to my C minor. 1, 7, 6, 5, 1, 7, 6 chromatic. 1, 2, 3 chromatic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 7, 6, 5, 1, 7, 6 chromatic above. Back to C minor 7. Right now I'm being a little bit silly, but one of the best things you could do is sing this stuff along with, you know, sing along, sing a song. For you people who are old enough to remember that from Sesame Street. Okay, I want to play it with the iReal Pro and try to keep this video under 10 minutes. Here we go. 1, 7, 6 chromatic. The next time I'm doing a chromatic approach from above. Chromatic from above again. Now I'm gonna do excuse me, I'm gonna do a scale approach. Less tension there, but it doesn't sound wrong because it's all in the key. That was a a scale approach from above. Below. Above. See that? Chromatic. Now I'll do one more. I'm gonna do a chromatic approach from above the C. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the Walking Bass Wednesday pattern for Wednesday, the March something. So also check it out. I've got a book out now called The Blue Collar Bassist. It's sort of a hands-on guide, my experiences to just getting out there and becoming the kind of bass player that people want to hire over and over and over again. Even if you just want to be a serious hobbyist, that book is for you. If you want to get from the bedroom out to the field and playing, check out the book. The link is in the description below. You know, it's not always about, you know, your superstar or nothing. There's a lot of people that make a living and have a lot of fun right there in the middle. So anyway, check the book out. I've also got a solo album coming out soon. It is not a bass record. It's not an instrumental record. I do play there's a couple of instrumentals on there, but anyway, I'll leave a link to that below as well, so you can check out the first single and maybe even pre-order the album if you're so inclined. So with that, I will catch you in the next video. Peace. 2 fingers.